Hi, we're April and Eric Perry. Welcome to our YouTube channel.
Hello, we're excited to share a video with you today that actually helps focus on one of the areas of our Rise program, a community that we help each other lift and grow and become our best selves. There are 6 categories, and today we're going to focus on the category of achieving financial security so that you can give back. We're going to talk about some important concepts that are going to help you kind of increase the vision of what's possible for you so that you can really feel more peaceful and in control of your financial situation and ready to consider what it is that you want to do in your life with the resources you've been given.
So welcome, we're so glad you're here and hope you enjoy the video.
Today we're talking about our financial thermostat.
Did you know you had one?
This is something that I learned about from the book by T. Harv Eker called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. I was a little embarrassed to even admit I was reading this book because I thought, who am I to even think about being a millionaire? I don't know, it just felt like I was money-minded.
It sounds a little pretentious to think you could aspire to having more money.
Yeah, and so I was a little nervous about reading it, but what I loved is he talks about this financial thermostat that everyone has. You have an amount of money that you think is safe and appropriate for you to make. And I had a really low financial thermostat as I was reading this. But then he helped us to see that there are things you could do that could help raise your financial thermostat so you feel more comfortable with that.
What was one of them for you?
Well, one of them was just not thinking that if you have money that you're now a bad, greedy person. I want to always put people before money, and I didn't want to seem like I just thought that the only thing that mattered is how much I could buy, or that my worth mattered, or my worth was measured by what was in my bank account. I just felt like looking for money seemed like then I wasn't looking for solid relationships or my connection to my higher power or something like that.
A certain range of money that if you earned that per month or per year, that was acceptable. But if you went above that, that was somehow unacceptable.
Wrong.
Right?
And it was going to make me a bad person. I mean, that's what I was thinking. And I will say you can kind of get stuck on money.
For sure. And I think a lot of us, as we were raised in all of our individual circumstances, homes and families, we have had certain values and certain mindsets established with money that really have lasted and go with us and guide and govern a lot more than we consciously recognize they do.
And I want you just to do a little exercise. This is the one that I did as I went into this other money mindset course. But I want you to think about how much money would feel really good for you to earn each month, where you would have plenty of wiggle room, you'd be in a position to give back, you would just feel relaxed, you wouldn't feel stressed about any bills or anything like that, but you just feel good.
And so then, take a quick second, think of that amount.
What's that number that it feels exciting and maybe a little unattainable? Okay?
And now that you got that amount, think about this question. How comfortable or uncomfortable are you with that amount? Does it make you uncomfortable? How does it feel?
And the way you know how you feel is I'm going to have you we're going to insert your name. You, insert your name, earn this much money per month. When you say that, and this is something that Colleen or Neil taught me, when you say that, do you feel on a scale of 1 to 10, super uncomfortable?
And you don't have to even say it you don't have to say it to anyone else. If you were to say those words out loud alone, how do you feel?
Yeah.
It's an interesting, visceral kind of experiment.
And when I did that and I said, April earns this much per month, I was very uncomfortable with that. And the thing is, when you're uncomfortable with earning that amount, you're never going to do things that will help you to get there.
So if you are thinking it would be helpful for you and your family to increase your financial thermostat, we've just put together a few ideas that hopefully will spark some ideas for you. So first of all, it's investing in yourself. And that can be a coach, or it could be a course, or it could be time reading good books.
It could be super simple and affordable, right? Like a number of these books that we'll just kind of share briefly. You could go to your public library and check out and just spend some time browsing through. You don't have to read them all or commit them to memory. But there's just one by T. Harv Eker, The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. There's a few others, David Bach has a number of books that are great. This one's called Start Late, Finish Rich. It's never too late to kind of put a financial plan into place. But he has a number of other books that are great. Jim Rohn has a number of great books. This one I was actually just reading over, 7 Strategies for Wealth and Happiness. And I think it actually brings out the point that the things we work for and we earn are to help us have the resources to invest in and make the contributions in life that we want. So money and finances aren't just an end of themselves. It's to help facilitate us being able to do other things. And then Dave Ramsey, I'm sure most people out there are familiar with him, but there's a number of books that he's written. But a number of these things, there's actually one of them by J.L. Collins, The Simple Path to Financial Independence or something. I actually don't have the book because I loaned it to my mom. We were up there visiting, and she just finished Dave Ramsey's book, and I had that one with me. She's like, oh, and she isn't a financial reader. And so she's like, this has actually been really helpful. I've really enjoyed this. And she's, retired now, and she's like, I want to learn, and I want to develop some of these skills. And so I kind of bring that up as a side point because it's never too late to learn, whether you're in your 20s or in your 60s or anywhere in between or outside. The chance to invest in yourself, developing your knowledge and skills.
Another idea is to take risks and find some ways that you can add more value to the world. And maybe that's in the organization where you work right now. Maybe it's creating something that your little business you're going to do in your neighborhood. Maybe it's something a little bit bigger where you're like, oh, I'm going to go start a bigger business, or I'm going to move into a new career path. But taking those risks, it's a big part of it.
I think it's starting from that mindset that we're not limited by where we are and how much we earn or how much we can work, because I think that is one of those things that we are kind of trained in the educational system and the workplace. We believe that I have a job and I can work this many hours and I can make this much money. But really, as you look at your job or as you talk to your manager or your employer, if you were to be able to identify some things that would actually add increased value to the company or make something more profitable or help save some money, an employer is going to look at that initiative and more likely than not, be willing to recognize that and reward it. And so that's a way that you could kind of increase your financial possibilities, raise that financial thermostat, bring in more value to your employer, to your company, or even into the marketplace, or being able to find ways to manage your own finances a little bit better, a little bit more focused. Again, that just increases possibility.
Another idea is to keep going when things feel hard, because
things never feel
you
hard.
are definitely going to encounter some opposition when you try to raise that thermostat, because it's either going to be the mindset of people around you, or something you're going to try isn't going to work, or you're going to offer something to someone and they're not going to want it. You're going to feel
those family conversations at family gatherings where you're just going to feel like you shouldn't ever say anything about your ideas to grow or to progress or to maybe to earn or have more. It becomes a little bit limiting.
And we've had so many experiences in our lives where we kind of thought something was going to work and then it didn't work very well, and that's okay.
That's okay.
We just kind of pivot. And then one final idea is just to surround yourself with other people who are also working to raise their financial thermostats, and who believe in you and who want to help encourage you. Because when you're able to share ideas and talk openly about your job or your goals or where you'd like to go with things, it's amazing that when you have the right people around you, that they're going to help you be able to do that.
Yeah, we're deeply influenced by the people we keep company with. I mean, the people we spend the most time with truly shape our thinking and our attitudes and our actions. And so looking to find people who are going to help lift you up and help you see the greatest possibilities and help you attain those, that's a very simple, non-financial investment you can make that's really going to pull you upward.
If you want to be part of the community that we're building here at Learn, Do, Become, make sure you visit learndobecome.com/arise, ARISE. We're creating a membership and an organization, a community where we are strengthening each other. You can come contribute, be part of this community where we're helping each other. We want not only your financial thermostat to lift, but we want the feeling and the vision that you have for your whole life to lift up to that next level. And so we'd love to see you there.